So now what we'll do is कि we have the basic knowledge of how to write an answer, ठीक है? Now we'll take up some questions and we'll think कि how to structure that question. You may not have the content, but that doesn't matter. Basically जो structure है ना question का, that is not dependent on the content. By that I mean कि if you have some content, it is not कि you will just write that content there. You have to structure that content according to the question. तो first of all you must have a structure. उसके बाद you must have the content which will fit into the structure. Obviously कभी हमारे पास नहीं होता content तो हम भूल जरूर लिख देते हैं कुछ, but that also will do. मतलब even if you know something about the question लिख देना वहाँ instead of leaving it blank. But the ideal answer should be कि there should be first a structure. Question को break down करो. What are the parts? Identify the keywords. Identify the tail words like examine है या critically analyze है, evaluate है. What is the tail word? And then if you have the content to match the structure, you write it. Alright, this should be the approach for the questions. Most of the time structure identify करना it is not a big deal. कोई इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है, क्वेश्चन में ही दिया होता है स्ट्रक्चर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेक दिस क्वेश्चन. Even after taking many preventive steps, there have been several fire incidents in the trains recently. Explain the possible reasons behind it and suggest few remedies. क्या होना चाहिए? What should be the structure of this answer? Okay, we can start from that. कि first preventive steps and then possible fallouts or the recent fire incidents. Obviously this is grounded in the news. जो भी क्वेश्चन जीएस में आता है इट इज ग्राउंडेड इन न्यूज़. न्यूज़पेपर से आता है तो ऑलवेज मेंशन द न्यूज़ के बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट न्यूज़ दिस क्वेश्चन इज देयर, बिकॉज यू हैव टू शो कि यू आर रीडिंग द न्यूज़पेपर. दैट इज अ क्वालिटी दे आर टेस्टिंग इन द सिविल सर्वेंट, राइट? वी शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट द करंट अफेयर्स. तो यू राइट के व्हाट आर द प्रिवेंटिव स्टेप्स दे हैव टेकन एंड द रीसेंट फायर इंसिडेंट्स. देन व्हाट शुड फॉलो? रीड द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली. उसी में दे रखा है पॉसिबल रीजंस सेकेंड पार्ट में. देन वेरी सिंपल सम रेमेडीज. ऑल राइट. Now as soon as you have read the question and you have identified the structure in your mind, पढ़ते ही एकदम से क्लिक करना चाहिए दिमाग में कि this is the structure and content recall करो. You must have read this topic. Railway security काकोदकर कमेटी है, various other committees are there. You have the content with you. Content को structure में fit करो and just jot down the points. Answer writing is not कि बहुत तेज लिखना है. Answer writing is कि thinking fast. If you are able to think fast, think instantly, identify the structure of the question and what is the demand of the question, then it is not a big deal. Got the point?
So, sir, do we really need to write the preemptive steps in these questions? Because they are asking only the possible design and suggestion.
Yes, you can. Now the point is that every answer has some weightage assigned to the different parts. So here I will suggest कि these two parts, they occupy the majority of the weightage. इसको आप ब्रीफ में लिखो, 10% वेटेज दो इसे बस, और उसमें भी इसको ज़्यादा वेटेज दो, ठीक है ना? जस्ट ब्रीफली मेंशन के कुछ किया है, एक लाइन मैक्सिमम 2 लाइन्स, एंड देन मेंशन व्हाट आर द फायर इंसिडेंट्स. फॉर एग्जांपल 150 वर्ड इज द लिमिट ना, 150 वर्ड्स इज द लिमिट. नाउ आंसर राइटिंग इज अ लिटिल बिट मैथमेटिक्स ऑल्सो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप एक लाइन में कितने वर्ड्स लिखते हो? यू मस्ट नो 6 वर्ड्स या 7 वर्ड्स. तो इसका मतलब हाउ मेनी लाइन्स यू आर गोइंग टू राइट, एंड यू मस्ट नो कि हाउ मेनी लाइन्स यू आर गोइंग टू डिवोट टू रीजंस एंड हाउ मेनी लाइन्स यू आर गोइंग टू डिवोट टू रेमेडीज. कोई ज़्यादा एकदम माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट नहीं है. जस्ट रिमेंबर कि एक पैराग्राफ में मैं कितने लाइन्स लिखता हूँ या लिखती हूँ. ऑल राइट. तो इसको बेसिकली आप दो 40% वेटेज, इसको भी आप 45% वेटेज, और यू कैन गिव इक्वल वेटेज टू देम बिकॉज दे आर द मेन पार्ट ऑफ द आंसर ना. एंड लास्टली गिव अ कंक्लूजन. कंक्लूजन बेसिकली क्या होता है? कंक्लूजन इज नथिंग बट राउंडिंग ऑफ द आंसर. मतलब आंसर हैज़ 3 पार्ट्स. पहले तो घुड़ चढ़ाई होती है. इट इज़ के यू मस्ट हैव अ प्रॉपर अलाइनमेंट. अगर ढंग से नहीं चढ़ोगे तो पटकी खाओगे. तो पहले ढंग से समझ लो क्वेश्चन क्या है. घुड़ चढ़ाई के बाद है बारात, विच इज़ योर कंटेंट. अच्छे से होनी चाहिए बारात, बड़ी बारात होनी चाहिए. एंड लास्टली देयर शुड बी विदाई. स्वीट कंक्लूजन एक लिख दो ताकि एग्जामिनर को भी लगे कि एस्पिरेंट हैज़ गिवन अ वेरी गुड आंसर, सब कुछ सही है. जस्ट अ लाइन कि these are the steps and governments must proactively take to implement them, just like that, so that passenger safety is ensured. Sweet conclusion, just like that you write. ठीक है ना. तो यहाँ पर we have not even seen what is the content, but still we have written a very structured answer. मतलब समझ गया हमको लिखना क्या है basically. Content is not a big deal. काफ़ी routine question है ये, कोई बहुत अंदर से भी नहीं पूछा. Right? Got the point? All right. So sir was earlier explaining that there was a topper who didn't write answers but he wrote the structures. So उसने भी ऐसे किया होगा, स्ट्रक्चर लिख लिए होंगे हर क्वेश्चन के और बुलेट पॉइंट्स में लिख लिए होंगे कि अनमैन्ड लेवल क्रॉसिंग्स आर देयर. ठीक है ना. लैक ऑफ फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स आर देयर. ऐसे उसने बुलेट पॉइंट्स में लिख लिया होगा और अपने आंसर तैयार कर लिए होंगे और लास्ट में उसे फटाफट रिवाइज कर लिया होगा. All right. Instead of writing answers in the exam, he must have done this exercise. तो ये exercise if you can master, then what else remains? Nothing remains. Answer writing has been simplified. So basically, when you write an answer, always see कि what I have to write, what is the structure, and then which part has to be devoted, how much words. All right. ये सब चीज़ कैसे आएगी? Through practice. All right. Success is nothing but repetition of habits, good habits. तो दिस इज अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन. लेट्स सी कि टॉपर ने क्या लिखा है. वी हैव अ बुकलेट ऑल्सो. नाउ हेयर इन दिस आंसर दे हैव नॉट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम दिस पार्ट, प्रिवेंटिव स्टेप्स एंड फायर इंसिडेंट्स. इफ दे हैव नॉट रिटन दिस पार्ट, एटलीस्ट ये तो लिखना चाहिए था. ऑलराइट. टॉपर का आंसर है बट स्टिल देयर इज सम स्कोप ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट ना. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द आइडियल आंसर. ये तो एग्जाम में बहुत अच्छी बात है इफ दे हैव रिटन दिस आंसर. मतलब एग्जाम कंडीशंस आर डिफरेंट कंडीशंस, ईदर यू फाइट और यू फ्लाइट. तो वहाँ पर दे हैव रिटन दिस, इट्स गुड. बट हेयर यू मस्ट गिव द कंटेक्स्ट ऑल्सो कि न्यूज़ में कहाँ था ये. ऑल राइट. देन ऑब्वियसली रीजंस बिहाइंड द फायर एक्सीडेंट्स दे कुड हैव रिटन इन पॉइंट्स. देयर द स्कोप इज देयर इन पॉइंट्स. पैराग्राफ में लिख दिया है, अंडरलाइन भी कर सकते थे. ठीक है. रेलवे बोर्ड अथॉरिटी नहीं है, वॉट एवर द कंटेंट में भी. Vanna Roy is the topper. Smoke and fire detection systems, all these things they have written. Routine content. ठीक है ना. Now they have started with possible remedies. इनको headings को boxes में भी डाल सकते हो आप. All right. Make it a visual treat. Make your answer structure stand out कि this is the structure. बॉक्स में लिख दो, थोड़ा सा और अच्छा बेटर हो जाएगा. अंडरलाइन कर दो. बट दिस डजंट कम ओवरनाइट, यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस. ऑल राइट. फ्लेम डिटेक्शन सेंसर शुड बी इंस्टॉल्ड. ऑल दोज थिंग्स यू कैन राइट. इनफ्लेमेबल मटीरियल यूसेज. नाउ लेट्स सी दिस क्वेश्चन. नाउ यू टेल मी व्हाट शुड बी द स्ट्रक्चर. क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो पहले. Fukushima nuclear disaster. Do you agree that there has been a drive towards the increasing use of fossil fuels after the Fukushima nuclear disaster? Discuss the availability of coal in the world and in India. Already they have given a structure. There are 2 parts of the answer. ठीक है ना. What should come first? Tell me. Okay, very good. फुकुशिमा में क्या तबाही हुई है? टेल दैट. हाँ ना. ओके. ठीक है ना. हाउ इट हैज़ अफेक्टेड मीन्स कि देर इज सम टेंडेंसी टू मूव टुवर्ड सम डायरेक्शन अवे फ्रॉम द न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी. राइट. तो ये टेंडेंसी को एक्सप्लोर करो. what is this tendency? So here you have to obviously give examples. Okay, maybe some developing countries, they are moving towards fossil fuels. Maybe developed countries are moving towards renewable energy. Maybe some developing countries are still using nuclear energy. Even they are expanding their nuclear capacity. It can contradict this statement. जरूरी नहीं agree करना चाहिए, ठीक है ना? तो give these examples. Example 1, example 2, ठीक है ना? Whatever the case may be. And then give your conclusion or your evaluation. Okay, whether people are moving away, moving towards fossil fuels, or they are not moving towards fossil fuels, or they are moving towards nuclear energy, or they are moving towards renewable energy. Whatever the case may be, just summarize based on your examples. They should be, the summary or the evaluation should be consistent with what you have provided as the arguments. All right. तो यहाँ पर फिर उसे लिख दो evaluation को. And then what should come next? तो ये second part तो maybe they have added as an afterthought कि अच्छा छोटा क्वेश्चन है तो काफ़ी, तो कुछ और भी लिख देते हैं, चलो ये भी बता दो लगे हाथ. तो काफ़ी स्टैटिक सा फैक्चुअल सा पार्ट है ये, तो कुछ भी, तो एवरीबडी नोज दिस. थर्ड पार्ट में अवेलेबिलिटी डिस्कस कर लो. दैट्स इट. अवेलेबिलिटी इन इंडिया एंड दी वर्ल्ड. तो यहाँ भी जैसे सर वॉज टेलिंग के मे बी सम टॉपर है ड्रॉन अ ब्लॉक के कोल, एंड देन इस कंट्री में कहाँ है, रशिया, यूएस, वॉट एवर द केस में बी, इंडिया, लाइक दिस. तो यू कैन यूज योर इमेजिनेशन इन आंसर राइटिंग. बी फियरलेस, बी फियरलेस. कि ऐसे नहीं कि पैराग्राफ में लिखना एकदम शुरू करिए, प्रेशर में आ गए और लिखे जा रहे हैं. All right, think of some innovation which will make your answer stand out, not only in your content, but also in the way of presentation. Maybe content may be lacking, but the clarity in your answer is more than others. So you may get more marks. तो ऐसे करके स्ट्रक्चर बनाओ. फिर अवेलेबिलिटी इंडिया का पहले वर्ल्ड का बताओ, एंड देन इंडिया का बताओ. ऑल राइट. एंड लास्टली इंडिया स्पेसिफिक कुछ बात लिख दो एक छोटी सी, कि इंडिया मस्ट continue with its policy के expanding nuclear energy as well as renewable energy plus using existing coal fields. ऐसे करके लिख दो. That's it. So how this will happen? When you put your thinking cap on, when you see the questions and you think कि इसमें क्या होना चाहिए. Don't just start writing. पहले सोचो क्या स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए. मे बी ड्रॉ ऑन दी मार्जिन्स, बट दैट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल आई फील इन एग्ज़ाम कंडीशंस. इतना टाइम नहीं होता. तो जस्ट थिंक ऑफ इट. स्ट्रक्चर एक बार दिमाग में बना लो. क्वेश्चन पेपर में आइडेंटिफाई कर लो व्हाट आर द कीवर्ड्स, मार्क द वर्ड्स, एंड देन स्टार्ट विद द स्ट्रक्चर. ऑल राइट, एवरीबडी गॉट दिस? लेट्स सी हाउ द टॉपर्स हैव रिटन. In 2011, Richter scale, earthquake, Fukushima power plant, all those things has written. Incident led to rethink about the supposedly safe nuclear energy. Share of nuclear energy, world's total energy output has declined slightly. So it has gone from the first part to the second part. ठीक है ना? थोड़ा उसे और better कर सकते थे, headings भी दे सकते थे. But this is the ideal answer. This is exam condition. If you are able to replicate the ideal answer, 60% भी उसे replicate कर पा रहे हो, then it is good. Exam conditions are tough conditions. So content is there. They have now written that they are shutting down their reactors. This is one perspective. That people are moving away from nuclear reactors. This answer is written. But there is a better answer after this. उसमें और भी perspective दिया है. Then distribution of coal has been given. ठीक है ना, यहाँ है वहाँ है. तो very bland kind of way, मतलब structured नहीं है proper, आप कह सकते हो this answer. Though it has the content, we agree, but the presentation could be a bit improved. Let's see the next answer. After Fukushima, there is a shift away from nuclear energy, but the drive is not necessarily towards fossil fuels, but also towards न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, है ना. दिस इज अ वेरी गुड इंट्रोडक्शन. एकदम क्वेश्चन को पकड़ के वहीं पर ख़त्म कर दी गेम. एग्जामिनर को बता दिया कि आई नो व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग एंड आई हैव कॉट होल्ड ऑफ इट एंड दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव टू राइट. तो वहीं पर एकदम डायरेक्शन प्रिसाइज, एकदम शार्प. यस, सुहर्ष, ऑफ कोर्स 400 plus marks I think he got in GS. So only because of these sharp answers. एकदम से इतना brevity है, so economical use of words. 150 words you have to write. So you have to be very economical. What to write? How to write? Developing countries are vying towards fossil fuels. Example, coal, oil. Developed countries towards renewable energy. Examples he has given. Then coal distribution, अच्छा यही copy है. Coal distribution he has given in a very good manner, right? Figurative manner, एक diagram बनाने का innovative तरीका है ये. For example, एक yesterday I was teaching world history, तो वहाँ एक question आया था, impacts of industrial revolution. So one of the impact was कि there was triangular trade, slavery चल रही थी. तो slavery में what they used to do कि from Europe, Africa and South America, North America. So in that there was a point कि industrial revolution से there was origination of triangular trade. Now either you can write it in words or you can draw a diagram. Diagram would be a better representation. तो diagram बना लो, एक तरफ U बना लो. I have drawn it in a circular manner, rather draw it in a triangular manner to signify what exactly is going on. Arrows should be proper. So from Africa they used to take the slaves and they used to take them to the plantation systems in South America, Central America, and from there whatever produce they got they used to take it to Europe. वहाँ पर बेचते थे उसे, sugar, coffee, all those things, and the profits which they got from Europe they again used to buy slaves there. Later on they took the military course. All right, तो इस point को represent करने के लिए either you can use words or you can use a diagram and then just describe कि what was the trade. Use some labeling also here. So that is the point with Suharsh also, कि we could have represented the distribution of coal in world through words also, but he drew a diagram. All right, तो इस innovation का scope तभी आएगा when you think and you yourself put your thinking cap on कि कहाँ scope है, कहाँ नहीं है. All right, practice करो उसकी, then it will help you. So do this exercise for not only the test series, all the previous year papers, even the essay. For example, essay is what? Essay में भी तो एक structure ही है ना. There is a common perception कि essay का content एकदम ऐसा होना चाहिए कि मतलब examiner should feel कि scholar लिख रहा है कोई PhD student, but it is not the case. The thing which matters is कि you have a structured way of writing. एक सिविल सर्वेंट की क्वालिटीज़ क्या होनी चाहिए? ही थिंक्स इन अ बैलेंस्ड वे, इन अ एनालिटिकल वे, रैशनल वे. ऑल राइट, तो essay is nothing but a show of your personality. In interview you show your personality verbally, in essay you show it through your words. You must use some words like inclusiveness, sustainability, all those things must be highlighted through your essay. Okay, your views are balanced, they are not extreme. So it will only happen if your essay is structured, it is balanced, preceding paragraphs are followed logically by the succeeding paragraphs, there is a link. ऐसा नहीं ad hoc manner में, it shows कि your thinking is in an ad hoc manner, it is not organic. ठीक है ना? So that structured thinking will be reflected in your GS answers also. बस फर्क ये है कि वहाँ पर you have to write like 900 words, 1100 words. Here you have only 150 words to play with. All right? Okay. So you got the point. How he has represented the answers. No doubt कि he has got 400 plus marks in GS. आगे और भी चमत्कार कर रखे हैं इन्होंने, हैं? मतलब there is a stark difference between the previous answer, same question, and what he has written. What was geography optional था? चलो फिर तो बनता है. Then it is okay. He is not Superman. So he has drawn a map also. Uska, it is right in his, the UPSC's play to his strength. ज्योग्राफी के 10 क्वेश्चन आए थे GS1 में, तो वहाँ पेल दिया इसने पकड़ के, डायग्राम भी बनाया है एंड ही हैज़ रिटन इन पॉइंट्स ऑल्सो. So same thing, but representation is different, and obviously it reflects in his marks. All right. We all know what are the distribution of coal, where it is written, but it matters how he has represented it. ठीक है? चलो. What about this question again? Same exercise. Let's think of a structure. Do one thing. Write in your notebooks. लिखो. सारे लिखो. Structure लिखो. Write only the structure. No need for the content. Content will come. 3 महीने पढ़े हैं अभी. पढ़ लेना कुछ. पिक अप द कीवर्ड्स फ्रॉम द आंसर क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. क्वेश्चन में ही दे रखा है स्ट्रक्चर, वहीं से ले लो. डन कर लिया छेती. कम ऑन फास्ट. लेट्स सी व्हाट शुड कम फर्स्ट. ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट क्या है? देन गैसेस, ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस, देन impacts. Impact should be further divided into social, economic, environmental. Divide them further. Huh? What is reasons they have asked in the question? What is greenhouse effect? Well, if it is not asked in the exam, in the question, then why you are providing reasons? Well, if you want to connect it, that is a different issue. You can write a line. You can write a line, but directly it is not mentioned in the question.
It is mentioned.
Huh?
He didn't ask for impacts of greenhouse gases, but you asked about impact of continued increase. So there's a difference there, right? So why is the continuation K? Why is there a continuation?
Don't overthink. उन्होंने impact पूछे उन्होंने. अगर बढ़ेंगी और गैसेस, what would be the impact? तो just write it. ठीक है ना? There was a report, IPCC report आई थी last year, तो उसी पे question है ये. तो give that aspect also. कि recently IPCC report came and it provided some what could be the adverse effects. Then provide these headings. तो news हमेशा लिखो. Tell the examiner कि I read the newspaper. पढ़ के आया हूँ मैं, रोज पढ़ता हूँ अखबार और मुझे पता है ये क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आया है. हाँ ना? You have to show it. जैसे 3D प्रिंटिंग का क्वेश्चन था 2013 में. What were the question was something on the lines के what could be the potential impacts, pros and cons we had to write. तो वहाँ भी लिखो कि recently in the news 3D printing has been there. हाँ ना? People are using it to print guns also. And then start. Always show in GS answers कि what is the context. Alright. So in this case very simple structure. Alright. And last में एक conclusion हो जाना चाहिए. हो ही जाए conclusion. कि international community should come forward and cooperate with each other to tide over this problem or to cooperate on this issue.
So we can actually conclude that there is a that conference is going on and we can
Yes, you can write that. Very good. There's a conference recently. There will be a conference in the coming time, and people and international community should cooperate with each other like that. Got it? Everybody got it? All right. Till now we are not. अभी तो बारात को हम नहीं देख रहे हैं. Content we are not looking after. Only we are looking after the structure. ठीक है ना? Now let us see what answer has been written. Again I think it must be Suharsh. ये कुछ कलाकारी फिर हुई है. Greenhouse gas effect means he has given the definition. Then dirty six he has mentioned. The 6 gases. Then serious impacts he has given: global warming, raising temperature. All right, he has not divided into various heads as we have done. All right. So obviously there is a scope of improvement in this answer. क्योंकि question में itself it has been provided कि there are 3 heads. तो this content could have been structured better. Points को आप 3 heads में डाल सकते थे. All right. Got it? What he has written: thus impacts of greenhouse gas are severe and steps should be taken to reduce its emissions. Kyoto Protocol must be ratified and strictly adhered to. Limit greenhouse gas levels to pre-industrial evolution. Like he has told कि कोई conference हो रही है या कोई protocol है, mention it. All right, so he has done. Got it? Let's do another exercise. ये क्वेश्चन पे आ जाते हैं जरा. Again, make a structure. Come on, fast. 2 minutes. Read the question carefully. Indian manufacturing is lagging in the face of stiff competition from other developing economies in Asia and elsewhere, both in domestic as well as global markets. What are the main reasons? Suggest few remedies.
We can divide it into 2 parts, like domestic and global. In domestic, like if I want to talk about the content, we can write for the China and a bit for the technology
Yes, yes.
imports.
Do one thing first, write. Let others also write. We'll discuss. Don't mind. Quickly write a structure. So, what should come first? Yes, sir, आप बताइए. Tell me the first part. What should come in the first part?
We should divide into 2 parts this question.
अच्छा.
Like one for the domestic, one for the global, and the content should be that.
I think it would be better to explain the first sentence, that in global and domestic part. But apart from that, we should list down the reasons in a single manner. Not उसको divide करने का कोई sense नहीं बनता इतना, है ना? What are the reasons? There may be domestic reasons, there may be global reasons. वहाँ we can do this division. And remedies को तो क्या करोगे global और domestic में? But initially the first line we should explain first. कि how it is facing stiff competition. थोड़ा सा description दो, ठीक है ना? Maybe share in global trade, manufacturing, it may be declining, ठीक है ना? Domestically it may be losing share to international companies. So this should be the first part, domestic. Then second part, you should link the first part to the second part. Okay, this is the scenario, it is because of the following reasons. ऐसे करके लिख दो, following reasons. Make a box, reasons. Write the reasons in points. पहले तो लेबर का ही पॉइंट दे दो, हर जगह जाके वही रोते हैं सारे कि लेबर लॉज आर देयर, इट इज रिस्ट्रिक्टिंग इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, राइट? Constraints in capital borrowings, interest rates are high. All those content we can write, no issues. तो reasons आ जाएंगे. Then lastly, remedies. What should be done? Make again a box. And lastly, we should give a conclusion. कंक्लूजन क्या होना चाहिए? स्वीट, to ease off the pressure from agriculture and give employment to our youth, we should increase share of manufacturing to utilize our demographic dividend like that. कुछ एकदम जोड़ दो चीज़ें आपस में, एकदम घोल में मचा दो कुछ, ठीक है ना? एग्जामिनर को लगे सब मिक्स कर दिया. Something visionary, कुछ futuristic like sir was telling earlier. All right.
Should we include government policies also?
Yes, we should include. In remedies, suggestions should be there, and then you should write some recent steps government may have taken. All right, like that. You got it? Let's see इसमें क्या आंसर आया. Indian manufacturing has lagged behind in comparison to other economies. This has led to reduced number of jobs at the domestic level, low contribution to GDP, and a share of less than 2% world trade. Then reasons प्रॉपरली लिखे हैं, बुलेट पॉइंट्स में अंडरलाइन किए गए हैं. आर्काइक लॉज, फंडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज, फ्रेगमेंटेड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट्स, लैक ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, ऑल दोज थिंग्स हैव बीन रिटन. फेलियर ऑफ SEZs, criticism of FTAs is there. Many FTAs are responsible for a decline of our own manufacturing. Like, then remedies to deal with this problem are, some remedies have been crammed up in the space, but I feel के remedies should also be given adequate weightage in this answer. मतलब अगर इस part को 10% देते हो, 5 से 10%, this should be given the lion's share, 45% होना चाहिए इसका. This should also be given 40%. होना चाहिए इसका weightage. All right. Remedy should also be, because it has been explicitly asked in the question. This also you must decide कि what should be given, how much weightage, which part. Some may even skip altogether this part, skip कर देंगे because of paucity of time, या sheet छीनने वाली है फटाफट तो लिख दो जो आता है पहले या जो मेन पार्ट है, ठीक है ना? चलो, let's see one more question. This is last year's question. मतलब just to start the answer ना, start from where the question is coming. So you can write briefly in 1 or 2 sentences, not to write in an elaborate way, but आप लिख सकते हो. It will set the context. All right. But sir has told कि कुछ copies और भी दिखाई उन्होंने कि directly they are starting के reasons for lagging of manufacturing. वो भी एक approach है. But if you give a short introduction, it is good.
Do not necessarily start, like, do not repeat what is given in the question. Maybe what you could do is you could talk with some numbers or figures. Say because of the, so you could substantiate that how the manufacturing sector has been lagging behind with comparison to say other countries with respect to China, या फिर हमारा जो manufacturing sector में contribution है वो 5% जब कम होकर 2% हो गया, ग्लोबल ट्रेड में हमारा कम हो गया है, GDP contribution हमारे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर कम हो गया, ऐसा कुछ. So maybe do not repeat the statement which given in the question, but just add to it so that the examiner feels that you have not merely repeated it but added some value to it or elaborated upon it in some way. ठीक है?
All right. Like that in पैसा question was there. He had written कि it has a lot of potential. तो वहाँ आप लिख सकते थे कि it has a lot of potential for increasing participatory governance, all those words you have written in 1 or 2 sentences, and then you can directly come to के reasons for its lack of implementation. Got it? Make in India should come in the remedies, right? Government policy. तो suggestions हो जाएंगे कुछ और फिर government steps. Yes, new manufacturing policy. I think it has been written in the answer itself. All right. Remedies में आ जाएगा वो सब.
Make in India kind of things can be also written in conclusion. So, for example, in case if you forget in writing in remedies, you can say that further now there are initiatives such as Make in India which have been launched by the government, which are supposed to or which are expected to bring a lot of benefit to the Indian manufacturing sector overall and that kind of. And you can end that on a futuristic perspective using Make in India.
ठीक है. Okay, one last exercise let's do. ये क्वेश्चन आया था. What do you understand by concept of freedom of speech and expression? Does it cover hate speech also? why do the films in India stand on a slightly different plane from other forms of expression? Discuss. That is the tail word, discuss. Make a structure for it. Just make a structure. क्या होना चाहिए इसमें? ब्रेक डाउन द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. क्वेश्चन में ही स्ट्रक्चर दिया है. Let's go. Tell me what should come first. ठीक है. बेसिकली फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन को एक्सप्लेन करो. तो इसमें आ जाएगा आपका लाइक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंगल आर्टिकल 19. देन डज इट कवर हेट स्पीच? मतलब बेसिकली देर इज आर्टिकल 19 क्लॉज 2 रीजनेबल रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. ठीक है ना. एक्सप्लिसिटली हेट स्पीच इज नॉट देयर बट देर आर सम रीजनेबल रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. पब्लिक ऑर्डर, पब्लिक मोरालिटी, पब्लिक हेल्थ. ऑलराइट. तो हेयर यू कैन नाउ स्टार्ट द डिबेट. आर्टिकल 19 क्लॉज 2 का. देन सम सुप्रीम कोर्ट रूलिंग्स ही इज सेइंग. सो बेसिकली यहाँ हेट स्पीच पे डिस्कशन हो जाएगा. देन व्हाट शुड कम नेक्स्ट? Third part. I think that should be the linking pin here. News का जो angle है, that should now link to the films, because basically why they are asking this question? क्यों पूछा UPSC ने? There were many films, like many films on 1984 riots were there. Sadda Haq and all those films were there. People found that they were basically they were propagating hate speech, some thought like that. So that is in that context this question has come. Films का angle. Yes, मतलब hate speech का angle है, but basic जो question का mold है, it is on films only, है ना? Why do the films in India stand on a slightly different plane from other forms of expression? हाँ मतलब that content we'll see कि films का क्या angle है, masses they connect very easily to films, they are very much influenced by them, वो सब ठीक है content. But the point here is कि he was saying कि news का हम angle कहाँ डालेंगे? तो from second part to the third part you have to go use the news. All right. Many instances of some films were there which were banned by censor boards. They found it to propagate hate speech. And then you come to films. उनका पूरा description. What is the scenario here? Why they are on a different plane from other forms of expression? Comparison is there. And then finally, some way forward. Way forward or conclusion. Conclusion should be elaborate in this case. Because here there is scope. You must always give some suggestions. All right, how the existing problem is there or some issue is there, how it should be fixed. So this should be the, I feel this should be a good structure for this answer. Now here we have to assign weightages also. तो बताओ किसका क्या weightage होना चाहिए? Major chunk should go to which part? Obviously films. ठीक है ना, न्यूज़ का भी इसमें रोल है. अब इट डिपेंड्स कि आपको कितना आता है. ये बात भी है, हो सकता है आपको पहला पार्ट दोनों बहुत अच्छे से आते हो. आर्टिकल राइटिंग तो रटा ही होगा, तो यू मे स्टार्ट राइटिंग देयर. बट आइडियली आई थिंक 70% शुड गो टू दिस पार्ट. ठीक है ना, 60 to 70% should go to this part and rest should be distributed among the other parts. Got it? So this should be the ideal structure for this answer.
So this point 1, 2, 3 will be part of the body.
There is no body introduction or as such in here. Matlab, these are the basic structure of the answer. If I have to tell you, I think body should be all these parts. Alright? Or the initial part of part 1 could function as an introduction. कोई ऐसा देखो rigid, there is nothing rigid in answer writing. Just adapt to the demand of the question. Answer writing is very simple. जो पूछा है वो लिखो, जो आता है वो मत लिखो. ठीक है ना? But obviously कहीं जगह वही लिखना होता है जो आता है. खाली तो नहीं छोड़ के आएंगे. But ideally this should be done. Okay, write what is asked. All right. So this was some exercise on answer writing, and when after some time we'll have an advanced session. वहाँ पर we'll again continue this exercise. थोड़ा और elaborate way में structure के साथ साथ content पे भी थोड़ा focus किया जाएगा. All right. Any questions?
सर ये जो पिछले साल जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था ये आर्ट एंड कल्चर का खास करके जो गांधारा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट जो है उसमें रोमन और ग्रीक से क्या क्या रोमन एज वेल एज ग्रीक एक्चुअली में सर बुक में ये मेंशन किया हुआ है गांधारा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट जो है मथुरा से कैसे somehow how it is different from मथुरा, लेकिन ये रोमन और ग्रीक से क्या मतलब
I got you. So what is your point कि कैसे करें टैकल इसे?
कैसे टैकल करें?
देखो कुछ क्वेश्चन तो होंगे जो किसी के बस की नहीं होगा, तो वो तो मान के चलो कि किसी को नहीं आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ही इज आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन, लास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन कल्चर का आया था कि गंधारा स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट हैड इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ ग्रीक्स एज वेल एज रोमन्स. नाउ ट्रेडिशनली मोस्ट ऑफ अस नो कि गंधार और मथुरा में क्या डिफरेंस है, और थोड़ा बहुत मे बी दे न्यू कि व्हाट इज द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ ग्रीक्स. बट what is the exact difference between Greek contribution, Roman contribution, very few would have known, unless उन्होंने कल्चर ही पढ़ने में पूरी ज़िंदगी निकाल दी है. अब कल्चर की वेटेज भी तो देखो कितनी है, and what is the return you are getting, है ना. तो there were some questions which were easy, like इंदुस वैली था, वो सब लिख के आएंगे. सूफी सेंट्स वाला क्वेश्चन था, बट पानीपत वाला क्वेश्चन, गांधार वाला क्वेश्चन, they were difficult questions. So don't bother about them that much. मतलब don't go after the fringe. जो मेन माल है पहले वो खा लो. 80-90% जहाँ पर स्कोर आ जाएगा आपका. और इफ सम कंटेंट इज नॉट फाउंड इन रेगुलर बुक्स, डोंट बॉदर. बट हेयर ऑल्सो जैसे क्वेश्चन आया है तो वहाँ लिख आना गंधार और मथुरा में क्या डिफरेंस है, चाहे पूछा कुछ और है, लिख आना कुछ ना कुछ. आधा नंबर क्या पता मिल जाए गरीब को, वो भी रैंक इम्प्रूव कर देगा, rather than getting a 0. You got the point what I'm saying? मतलब I don't have an answer कि कहाँ से वो क्वेश्चन पढ़ना था. But the holistic approach is go for the main course, and after you have completed the main course, then target the fringes. All right. Any more questions? Okay then. Best of luck.